We're live.
Hello!
I can't hear you over the sound of hooves.
My hooves! Look at them go! We're here to talk to you guys today. Welcome to this. I don't know if this is definitely not canon or that's probably canon. Welcome to the definitely not probably reverse canon backwards dimension alpha.
I don't even
Podcast.
remember the fucking difference anymore. It doesn't matter.
But we're
All I know is that it was like what, like fucking 2.5, 3 hours ago. You called me up. You were like, Dan,
Buddy,
Yes.
why don't you and Dan take the lead? Introduce this cinematic masterpiece, this Titanic level movie. No, nay, film. What film did we watch today?
Well, so once
take the lead.
once upon a time, there was a man named Tom Green, and some fucking whack job in Hollywood, probably high off his ass producer, decided to give this man a movie, and this is the result.
They were like, "Aren't you that funny man from MTV who puts his bum on things?"
Yes, I am, sir.
He's the guy that humps moose carcasses or whatever the fuck.
What that Candy say about him in his song? What was it Skittles?
Skittles, yeah, something fucking like that. Reese's.
Oh, Reese's.
Anyways, this is a movie. I think I know why Cable threw it over to me to describe it, because I don't even know where to fucking start, and he didn't want to have to speak. Fuck you, Cable. So the movie is about Freddy, who got fingered by his dad, allegedly.
The evil Rip Torn.
The evil Rip Torn. The main character.
That's the fucked up thing. He's
What?
barely even in the fucking movie.
Yeah, he's like the fucking title card. Well, that's like the point, though. It's like, we're gonna name the movie Freddy Got Fingered, even though it's just like a very minute plot point.
And you bring that up, but might I point something else out to you? Akira, Coco, they're barely in their movies.
But the movie is about Akira from like the beginning, though.
The movie's about Freddy getting fingered from like the beginning.
That doesn't come into like near the end of Act 2.
You just don't notice the nuance and setup that they do.
Yeah.
It.
I watched the same fucking film you did.
Gordy has nothing to do with this movie. Just ignore him. Ignore ignore the screaming man that's jerking off actual horses.
Oh my god. The man who goes fucking ballistic at any given point, and we're surprised that he hasn't been put away for 20 years.
I love Tom Green.
At the same time, though, you gotta give it to the man. He really proven that skateboarding was definitely a thing in the time, and that MTV was still relevant.
And what's your hatred towards counterculture?
Look, I watched a bunch of MTV, and I watched his damn show too. I watched the Tom Green show. This movie just sums up the entirety of the Tom Green show. It's like just without the Bum Bum song.
Listen, Dan. All right, you don't understand the nuance and expressionism that Tom Green's trying to use with skateboards. All right,
He put
we're
a
fighting
cheese on a sandwich.
We're fighting a cause when our wheels hit that sweet nar.
The cause. Okay, yeah. So, if anyone doesn't even know this movie, the start off of the movie is that he draws a bunch of crazy stuff, and he's trying to become a big time animator. That is the opening plot point of the movie, and the drive that is somewhat in the background when you're not seeing him do a bunch of crazy, insane bullshit. Like, Gordy wants to be an animator. He drew an X-ray cat. It sees through wood.
Only like wood.
Only wood.
Nothing else. So if they're behind like a metal sheet,
He's like
someone else.
like what do you call it? A vigilante or something?
Yeah, like
He's a cat, but a vigilante. But he's a cat.
But he's a cat.
Like a vigilante cat. Cable, this is your movie. This is the movie you pitched to us. Tell us your fondness over Tom Green.
fucking love this movie because it proves that you don't have to make sense to have a movie that people can enjoy, and like in a very weird way. Like, why did they go to Pakistan at the end? Why did he have to give it to that specific animation studio? He was in New York. There were a lot of them there. He kept harassing that one dude. There's a lot about this movie that can be appreciated, but I think the subtle notes of brilliance in I forget her name right now, Betty. In Betty's performance, it's breathtaking.
She was really good. I'll give her that.
Yeah, Betty's great.
But Gordy, I just want to suck your cock.
Spoilers, Betty.
God damn it. Okay.
That should have been the tagline for the movie.
Okay, so
But her whole thing is that she likes to flip little creamers and she loves phallic things.
in rockets. Well, same thing.
Weirdly enough, getting whipped on her legs.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. She likes getting caned.
She wants to make a rocket-powered wheelchair.
Which she does.
Yep, she does. She succeeds her dreams.
But that wasn't her dream. She realized the real dream was the cock she sucked along the way.
The real.
That kind of is the lesson of the movie, also.
There's
It's like the C plot lesson of the movie.
there's a lot of subtle penis imagery in this movie.
There's nothing subtle about it. There's full-on animal boners in this movie.
So I looked it up. Of course, the elephant was fake. The deer carcass was fake. That was
The horse was real.
That was a real horse that he jerked off. And in the interview that I was looking up, there was like a little tagline: "Don't worry, there was a veterinarian on staff to make sure everything was safe."
I mean, if there was a vet there, it's just a man, giving a horse a good time.
Well, see, that's the thing, because like farmers actually fucking jerk off horses. It's just they usually use gloves. Tom Green didn't use gloves because
Tom Green used his mouth.
He had a very intimate night with that horse.
You guys know horse ejaculation could blow your stomach out? That's how much force is packed behind it.
I wouldn't surprise me.
And how many people have died along the way to prove that?
Oh, yeah. I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, I'm not trying
That's
to think
how
about
they
that
know.
I would say let's keep talking about the movie, but I think we summarized the entire movie.
I just it's... So,
Shit, we're gonna turn into a Little Rascals podcast all over
No,
again.
because I can go on about Tom Green. There's other movies he's in too, and I remember he's in that fucking movie Road Trip also. He's the guy that stays behind, and he wants to feed the snake.
See, here's the thing that I want you to describe to me, because this movie was made during the height of boner comedies. If you don't know what a boner comedy is,
Like the American Pie era.
The American Pie, like with gross out humor and like lots of like overt like sex stuff and just like bottom of the barrel, just kind of garbage, unfunny movies. Why do I like this movie? I don't like those movies, Dan. Can you explain that to me?
I don't know. It's probably because this movie knows it's flat out stupid and insane.
It's
not trying to hide it from you.
It's not trying. It doesn't have any ulterior motives. It is just straight up batshit crazy. It's not trying to like, oh, look at this really fucked up or gross thing they did. It's just fucking unhinged.
It's 'cause, yeah, your protagonist of the movie is a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
And that is... Yeah, he doesn't fit in anywhere. No society should ever have this man.
He is actively a monster.
He's a danger to himself and others. Yeah, he's a monster. And so is his father.
Rip Torn's fucking insane.
Rip Torn's also a monster.
Get
out of my scuba gear, you imbecile!
For the sake of
That's a soap and a rope, you idiot!
For the sake of this podcast, we're gonna censor some specific words said in the movie.
Yeah, so saying imbecile.
Yeah, so we have to go, hey, idiot, I want cheese on the sandwich. Oh, you want cheese on your sandwich? There's not enough cheese on your sandwich. I'll have to put more cheese on it to make sure. Oh, you know what it is? I know what the fuck it was that's been bothering me about Tom Green this whole fucking movie.
What?
What up?
He reminds me of Sheldon.
Sheldon
What?
from Big Bang Theory?
What?
They're fucking lanky weirdos.
Yeah, but like,
I was wondering, like, why the hell is Tom Green pissing me off so
Wait,
bad?
so is this the alternate timeline of Big Bang Theory? Sheldon got hit in the head with a hammer and he turned into Gordy?
No, Sheldon and Gordy are the same person. That's why they're both so weird. They lost the other half of themselves.
I hate Sheldon.
And I hate Gordy. I
Okay,
love Gordy, but I hate him.
Gordy is, I don't know, yeah, nobody should like Gordy, now that I think about it.
Oh,
Like, it feels like from the little bits of Big Bang Theory I've seen. Oh, everybody, Big Bang Theory, excellent show. Go watch it. It's wonderful.
Fuck you.
Anyway,
what? You don't even believe that yourself.
shut up.
Don't trick these kind people.
I could see that Sheldon fella running up the stairs like, look, I've brought you a bunch of jewels.
Hello, I'm knocking.
Bazinga.
I had to prove I loved you. Look at these jewels, these priceless jewels that I found for you.
He had more than $1 million.
Cut to the fucking next scene where he's in like tactical gear and night vision goggles to shoot his dad in the neck with a dart.
Ship off.
Papa.
Oh my god.
No, like Tom, I don't know what it was about Tom Green even back in the late '90s and everything. 'Cause I used to watch MTV all the time.
Yep.
And watch like Jackass and fucking Road Rules, his show. And I don't know, I was an immature idiot. I love when always liked it when the Bloodhound Gangs like video came on. They're all dressed like monkeys.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is about immature humor. It's funny. I know it's stupid. I am aware how stupid it is. But it made me laugh.
It's funny because it's stupid.
It made me laugh because I was the kid who did that kind of I would do insane shit every now and then.
For me, it's always like about how it's like presented or timed, because like that's the thing. Like you can make not almost anything, but you can make like a lot of things funny just if you have like the right timing or the fucking, how to push like the specific envelope to the degree it needs to be pushed. I think. Yep. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think a lot of like the crazy, insane jokes in this movie work just based off of how quickly they're brushed aside. Like in any like fucking American Pie movie, they would like over glorify like them like having to jerk off a horse, and they'd be like, "Oh, dude, that was really weird how you jerked off that horse. Remember?" And that's like a good chunk of the movie. And then like in this, it's just like a fucking like 2-minute scene. It might be even less than that.
That doesn't impact the plot in any
No,
way.
not at all. It has nothing to do with the fucking plot.
He drives by later and he manually eats a sandwich while watching a horse fuck another horse.
Those two things right there. In anything like an American Pie movie, Batty,
Yeah.
they'd be like Chekhov's gun. Like that's gonna come back later on.
Yeah.
That,
It's like, never he grabbed that horse's dick, that's gonna come back in Act C. That's gonna help him get the girl.
that's gonna help them when they have the bikini judging competition, or what the fuck they do at the end of those movies.
Oh,
And he's gonna grab the judge's junk and he's gonna wave it around and beat someone over the head with it, and the girl's gonna be impressed.
Yeah.
Freddy, I saw the way you handled that. Thank you. I did it with all of my superior skills.
And my hooves, especially my hooves.
My hooves! Hooves!
But fucking, you know what you just reminded me of, Betty? Speaking of American Pie, the guy who plays Gordy's brother, wasn't he the guy in American Pie who wanted to get with Stifler's mom?
Okay, so I haven't seen American Pie in fucking years, and with my memory, I don't remember anything.
I'm pretty sure that's him.
Let me look it up real quick.
But it is still crazy to think of, this is around we were talking about the immature movie era. where it was like shit like this, and other movies like never Euro Trip, and like everyone started singing, like everyone was always singing like Scotty Doesn't Know.
I don't remember Eurotrip actually.
You don't remember Euro Trip?
I don't remember it.
Oh yeah, there's a dude, he had a pen pal that he thought was named Mike, but it turned out and then he found out his chick was cheating on him all the time, and that everyone fucking knew it, and the guy was singing a song about it. Everyone knew the words of the song.
Scotty doesn't know.
He was that guy from American Pie. I just looked it up.
Knew it.
And right the same year that he filmed this movie, he was on set for American Pie 2.
Oh my god, American Pie came up before this?
Yeah, it did. It came out in 1999.
You know, I like that they didn't take any of the jokes from American Pie. Like, there was no active, like, fucking of the cheese sandwich. You know, they took the high road and just used a horse.
Yeah.
I don't know. He also had the big baloney at the cheese sandwich factory.
Yeah.
Waving around between his legs going, I'm a handsome boy!
I'm a handsome boy! I still stand by that, Dan. That's Neelam when we break him in Final Phantasma. That's gonna be what he turns into.
He's gonna be wearing a cheese helmet. It's like, that's right, you all laughed at my ability, but you can't surpass my cheese helmet! That poor man.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
I'm more worried about how quickly we adapt to this style of humor in movies.
Oh my god, like I'm trying to think of my favorite, like, this type of humor movie. I think Idiocracy is up there.
Oh, Idiocracy is great.
Like, I love
awesome big ass fries.
I just love the ending where it's like they go in a time machine. In the end, 1941, the evil Charlie Chaplin and his army of Nazi dinosaurs raided through Germany. Oh my god, or the masturbation channel keeping America beaten for 100 years.
Like the great feature film Ass, and that's all it was for 90 minutes. It won the Oscar that year.
I looked it up. Freddy was also in the Harold and Kumar series, so I guess he just specializes in doing these kinds of movies.
Oh shit! He was that guy. He was the guy who did the whole philosophy about yellow fever, wasn't he?
I don't remember. I guess I don't remember the Harold and Kumar movies like that.
Dude, they wrote a cheetah.
Really, a cheetah?
I'm supposed to be impressed with them writing a cheetah. I remember a bit of like Guantanamo Bay, but that's it.
That's the second one.
Yeah.
That one's way stupider.
I don't think I've ever seen like White Castle.
And that's the better one. I gotta say, the Guantanamo Bay, that one's stupid as shit.
I wasn't a Harold and Kumar kind of person. See, I was more of a Kevin Smith Dogma Clerks era kind of guy.
I don't know. I can kind of get behind the first like Harold and Kumar because I know what it's like to have that special craving. It can only be satisfied by that one thing. You gotta have it. So you have to go on an epic journey. Or you just walk a fucking mile down the road and you go to like the Mustang Corners and just get a bag of combos and a Yoo-hoo. That's what I did.
You live an interesting life, Dan. You're a character of many tales.
Not really.
Oh, gentlemen.
I can tell you, my friend was who was walking with me that like it's like 1 a.m. going to get a bag of combos, and he's like smoking and getting high. And then he like takes off his pants and runs after like a guy driving down the road going, "I am God, give me your car." That's the kind of shit that happened.
I mean, that's just par for the course.
That's why you got the "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" gift behind you. That story.
God, that is equal to that, isn't it?
My hooves, my hooves.
Daddy, what did you mostly get out of this movie?
Okay, let me look up a list of STDs to compare it to.
Was it?
I would say this movie
did you
for
like
you was
Drew Barrymore making obscene faces?
That was actually kind of funny because I've never gotten a chance to see her go batshit. So like actually getting to see that was actually kind of something special.
I know, you see her in like a couple Adam Sandler films, and then you see her in something like this.
Can we
But
talk about Adam Sandler movies for a minute?
I would love to talk about Adam Sandler movies.
All right. Well, I know we told you that this was the Freddy Got Fingered cast, but now we're gonna go into Harry Gilmore.
What's more to
Happy
say
Gilmore.
about this movie than the fact that just like looking at the picture behind us, the true meaning of this movie is that Shaq got fingered.
Eminem said it best when he thought it was cool that Tom Green can hump a dead moose.
Yep. They play fucking Slim Shady at the end of this movie, by the way.
Yeah. Been on the nose. Our friend Junk is now judging us on the sidelines. Saw what we were up to and asked, "What is wrong with you people?" A lot, Junk. A lot.
Oh my god. No, fuck you.
This is what happens when you watch a movie without other people.
But yeah. Anyways, can I describe Adam Sandler's fucking Ponzi scheme?
Go for it.
So
maybe not, because we want to keep this channel. I don't want to get shut down by Big
Big Happy Gilmore.
Okay. Big Gilmore is gonna come get us. He's got girls. I've heard of them.
Okay, so if you don't know, like Adam Sandler, the reason why he is known for making low quality shitty movies that takes place on either like very fine resorts or
like
cruises. Yeah, the reason is because every time he releases a movie, he can do so on virtually no budget, just solely through shilling out to advertisements. That's why things like fucking
like 51st Dates had Reese's all over it.
Well, like what's the Al Pacino thing? Like Dunkachino?
Oh, the Dunkachino. Yeah.
Oh my god, poor Al Pacino.
So he's actively making movies off of ads. He'll film in locations that basically work as advertisements for the locations. So like the fucking cruise from what's the fucking movie with the cruise?
The Cruise.
I don't fucking remember, but like
Tom's epic boat ride.
Essentially, he can just take vacations with the camera and his friends, and they can make millions of dollars off of it. And that's also why you see like actors like even though he's friends with him, like Steve Buscemi or like Peter Dinklage or just like any like or Al Pacino, for example, because like you're literally just printing money by degrading yourself in front of a camera for however.
I keep telling y'all, the path to money is paved with not having any shame.
Yeah.
You are living proof.
If you laugh at like the Dunkachino shit, just think of how much fucking money like Al Pacino made off of that.
Al Pacino's sitting back like healthy in a fucking mega mansion, counting like billions of dollars like they're ones, just going, Dunkachino, made my million off Dunkachino. Don't give a fuck about the Dunkachino.
Just remember, folks, that was The Godfather.
Yeah, he's the godfather of Dunkachinos.
Yeah. Award-winning actor.
It's fucked up. At the least Adam Sandler does that stuff better. You think Morgan Freeman got something good for being in Ted 2? You think Liam Neeson was doing anything good in Ted 2? He got paid a good budget?
They got depression.
I know Morgan Freeman has, because they made that joke where they just let him fucking talk in Family Guy, where it's like, some people could say it wasn't my decision to be in Ted 2, but I made that choice. They didn't force me or blackmail me. That's a decision I made for myself, and I have to learn to atone for that.
Oh my god. Alright, so Cable, since you brought it up, what do you want to talk about with Adam Sandler since we're on this?
Okay. Where do you want me to start?
Start with the Cosby Show.
We're going back that far, are we?
Listen, alright. I'd have to look up pictures to get references, and I'm not looking into the milky dead eyes of Bill Cosby. Hey, everybody, you know Bill Cosby's coming out with a new stand-up set?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's trying to get a break back into comedy.
Bill Cosby coming at you. I mean it.
I saw when I was in a editing class in college. I was in a video editing class, and we would have to constantly look up things for public domain and stuff to use in our like little videos that we were making. And One of the public domain videos I watched, and I watched the entire thing basically because I was trying to fucking, like, I got done with everything I needed to that day, so I just had to look like I was being busy. I found a Bill Cosby stand-up routine from the 70s, and it was so weird because he seems so angry, and he was just like, the only thing I can like describe it is if like he felt like he was murmuring like potentially racist things, but I couldn't hear what he was saying. It was a very weird experience.
I wouldn't be surprised. Everybody knows Bill Cosby doesn't like black people.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So, fucking, we're not talking about him on the Cosby Show, but you know what I'll talk about Adam Sandler in that I actually like? Billy
What?
Madison.
I love Billy Madison.
Yeah, Billy Madison's great.
I like
Fucking, It's,
I like
it's got one of the best fucking like the redemption song is one of the best parts of the movie.
You gotta say,
like,
like, my
yeah.
aunt had this ritual going on, and she does it for all her kids whenever they like move up another grade. And they don't understand why, but it makes me laugh when she does it. She'll just go, "Oh, Kyle passed the third grade. Oh, what a glorious day!" And they just go, "Mom, why are you singing that?" Kyle passed the third grade.
You should have been in the back going, "Yeah, rock on!"
I'm always clapping, and they don't get why it's funny. They don't get why it's funny, and I'm gonna keep doing that to my kids too.
What wasn't Norm Macdonald and Billy Madison?
Yes, he had a bit part in that movie as his friend who was mostly just drunk.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because Norm Macdonald says things that sound like what a drunk person would say.
Chris Farley had a bigger role in that movie as the bus driver.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
Chris Farley was alive.
Yeah.
Turn this damn bus around and end your precious field trip. Fucking Chris Farley.
Oh god.
They did a lot. Him, like Norm Macdonald and Chris Farley did a lot of stuff back then. Like
Yeah.
I know Adam Sandler, Chris Farley are in Norm Macdonald's movie Dirty Work.
Well, weren't they on Saturday Night Live together?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, really looking at him, Chris Farley kind of looks like he could be like a younger like version or like Jack Black's brother. Like with this picture that I found.
Did
Yeah,
you ever
he-
see?
He
Chris
kind of has the
Farley's,
same crazy
Oh,
eyes.
that's Kevin Farley.
Did you ever
Never
see
mind.
Chris Farley in his the Chippendale sketch he did in SNL?
No,
I probably have. I don't remember.
no. Wait, was he wearing a stripper outfit?
He actually did the full Chippendale.
Okay,
thing.
because I've seen a picture
Oh,
of
yeah.
Chris Farley wearing the Chippendales outfit. I just didn't know where it was from.
Yeah, he was up like next to like next to an actual like Chippendales guy.
Yeah.
And they were going at like the judges are there like they obviously picked the hot guy. They're like, it was a really tough choice. If it wasn't for the fact that his body was so bad, he obviously had the moves.
Look at this though. Like him against the actual Chippendales dancer, and it's like this is gonna bother the shit out of me, because it looks like David Boreanaz.
Oh my god!
Like in the face, he looks like David Boreanaz.
It's the other picture, Betty.
The other picture.
Yeah, the one below.
Also, I like David Boreanaz. Everyone, he was great in Angel, and he was okay in Buffy. He's
You know, it's crazy though. If you actually watch that set, Chris Farley fucking owns it.
yeah. He looks like he's got some moves. He's scrappy.
Little Chris Farley for you. Would you like a little Chris Farley, Dan?
I'll take a little pocket Farley.
Pocket Farley.
We can all use a pocket Farley to take along with us. And he can quote funny lines from Tommy Boy and Black Sheep.
Don't need a pocket Farley, Daniel. I have wolves.
You have wolves! Well, I have a guy who was in 2 different movies with David Spade, and if you saw any scene out of context, you might think they're both exactly the same movie.
Wait, there was 2 movies?
Tommy Boy and Black Sheep.
Wait, what's the difference?
Oh, the difference is one is him trying to save his dad's muffler business, and the other one is his trying to save his brother's political career.
Oh,
He's the same character in both, and pretty much so is David Spade.
what the fuck?
Better watch out, buddy. You're gonna get attacked by the Beverly Hills Ninja.
Oh my god, I forgot he was in that movie.
That's my grandmother's, like, that's one of her favorite movies.
Beverly Hills Ninja. You know what? You know how to make that movie better? We just need like green screen out some scenes from Freddy Got Fingered. And any given scene in any of these old movies, we just need Tom Green running around with a deer carcass over him.
Yeah.
Just green screen into the background of the movie.
No, if you put like a black and white filter on that scene and then just some creepy music, you can put that into
it could be a cult
post.
documentary.
Look at this man here as he soils himself with the carcass of a deer.
Man, David or fucking Tom Green. I almost said Dan Green.
Dan Green, no gimmick.
Fucking Tom Green doesn't get to have a cult, but fucking Jared Leto does.
I mean,
Get a cult.
we can make like a fake documentary using that footage, using any given footage of Freddy Got Fingered, but like millions of people will be joining in on us. The enlightened ones searching for the answers of the cosmos itself, willing to give up their lives for their dear god they worship.
Okay, well, would you rather join Tom Green's cult or Jared Leto's cult?
Tom Green.
Okay.
It's kind of a no-brainer. I'd go with Tom Green also.
What am I gonna join Jared Leto's cult for? So I can get malnourished and pale? No, thank you. I'd rather go join the cult of the person I can make excellently produced hooves with.
Okay.
You don't need a tattoo that says damage on your forehead to know that you made the worst mistake of joining that cult.
Oh my god. Can we talk about David Spade since this podcast isn't about Tom Green? Like,
What
No,
the hell
'cause
is? Oh yeah, he went to Adam Sandler films too.
so yeah,
because
that's.
he's knucking futs. No, thank you.
Can we talk about how his best performance ever was as Cusco?
Daddy,
Oh my god, you're right.
did you not just get my hilarious Dickie Roberts former child star reference?
No, I
Right?
didn't.
It's David Spade's
You're
best work.
knocking futs. They had actual T-shirts of that.
Yeah, it was not funny.
No, that movie's not funny. What's the best part about it? Like when he's playing poker with Screech.
I don't even fucking remember that movie. Like, I just remember not liking it. It sat on like the DVD shelf when I was a kid.
People are probably gonna say his best performance is Joe Dirt.
I like Joe Dirt.
I remember liking Joe Dirt when I was younger. I haven't seen it in years, so I can't say if I still like it.
Like that's what everyone's go-to David Spade film is Joe Dirt.
I like the fucking Christopher Walken. I'm gonna stab you in the face with a soldering iron, or that whatever that fucking thing was. I remember that. I remember liking that scene when I was a kid.
I would still give it to Emperor's New Groove. I think that's excellent work.
Oh yeah,
I can watch the movie repeatedly. Emperor's New Groove is like.
He's got a good voice
You
for
got
that.
David Spade, John Goodman, freaking Patrick Warburton, and Eartha
Yep.
Kitt. Yes, give me more.
yeah. It's
Unfortunately, they did give me more, and it was awful.
the Emperor's New Groove is probably one of the best animated Disney movies in my opinion. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Crunk's New Groove, on the other hand, not so good. At least they brought it back. They did make up for it. Emperor's New School was pretty great.
Emperor's New School is tight.
I remember liking that show.
But yeah, David Spade, my goodness. Yeah, after all that, like he just did he did like his own kind of movies, and then he just did a bunch of Adam Sandler films.
Yeah.
Because he had to go where the money was. Oh, fun fact about Adam Sandler movies that you may not have known, Buddy.
Yep.
Did you know for every $100,000 dollars these movies make that go over like the budget,
Yep.
basically how much he makes on it in profit? For every $100,000, Rob Schneider gets one more month to live. That's why he does this. Rob Schneider will die.
Is Rob Schneider the connecting thread?
I just want to point out the only reason why Rob Schneider is worth talking about is because it's funny how pathetic he is.
He fucked up his Deuce Bigelow.
He's been sucking off of Adam Sandler's teat for like his entire career.
No, you're mixed up because there's actually a sad, like actually super tragic story with this.
Yeah.
So Adam Sandler was dying, he wasn't going to be able to make it when they were kids. Like, he needed something. And then Rob looked at him and saw the wound. And then immediately, like, before wrapping his, like, barracuda teeth around it, he went, I give to you all of me. Make us films. Set us free. And he closed up the wound, allowing Adam Sandler to live. But the amount of blood that he has to use to keep Rob Schneider alive, he can't stay off of Adam for too long. He needs... Adam has to make the money for blood transfusion so he can keep Rob Schneider
trying
alive.
to also tell me that there's like a movie like a Dragonheart style plot where it's just Rob Schneider?
You're describing what happens to like fucking those lanternfish, like the Mells, how they just suck onto the sides of the females to survive until eventually one day they just melt into their flesh.
Yeah, and that's when we'll finally get the complete Adam Sandler.
He just needs to return to the host.
Yeah, it's a sad thing, but you know, it's actually like a tragic. Like, you like shonen protagonists, like friendship stories. He's doing all this for his friend.
It's been about friendship the entire time. Okay.
It has.
Rob Schneider 2, Return of the Sea.
I hate you, Dan. Get out of this call.
The movie Grown Ups was just the amalgamation of all these legendary comedians, you know, meeting up, totally not washed up has-beens, you know, wanting to.
Kevin James wants to suckle off of Adam Sandler's lifeblood, but he says, "None for you, James.
You can.
Schneider needs me."
Now, I want to let you guys know about something about Rob Schneider that you guys probably don't know, and it's with this image right here that I'm going to show you right here.
Oh no, I don't like that image.
You shouldn't, because this movie is terrible. Can you put it on screen, Betty?
Yes, I can.
Are those soap bar nunchucks?
Yes, they are. This is a movie called Big Stan that Rob Schneider did.
Fuck, I know that movie where this dude learns martial karate before he goes to prison.
Exactly. So he becomes like the baddest man in prison, beating the shit out of everybody. Oh my god.
Fuck Big Stan. What's that other movie? I think it's the one where fucking Robin Williams plays like the little kid because he's aging super fast.
Jack,
that was it. No, I couldn't remember that. I was thinking
that movie's sad as fuck. What about it?
Don't know. Rob Schneider just made me think of Jack, and then I got sad.
God,
I think it's because I was thinking of the name Benjamin Button.
You were thinking of a whole different movie. It's two different movies about. You have reverse aging, and then you have a kid who ages too fast.
Oh no!
There's a Batman episode about a kid who doesn't age. That's super fucking sad.
That is one of the best episodes. See, you know what the difference in that is between those movies and that episode of Batman? That episode of Batman, it has good writing.
Oh my god, what? Really?
Dan, we don't have a soapbox for you to get on. Rob Schneider took off soap. You can't be making these types of points right now.
I mean, we can just go on like the complete list of Rob Schneider's IMDb if you want.
You're saying that like you know, Kevin James can't suck off of Adam Sandler's teeth because you know Rob's had that covered. Kevin James is sucking on a very different part of Adam Sandler's body. I just want to say.
I was gonna make one more. I just want to let you know one more fact about that movie Big Stan before I move on.
Yes.
It has David Carradine in it.
Oh. So, wait, I know. So, he's able to escape out of prison because all the doorknobs are loose.
The origin of the sleepy Carradine. Excellent.
Oh my god.
We were talking about Freddy got fingered, weren't we?
The origin of the sleepy Carradine.
I don't know. I'm trying something new out. I wanted to give a little bit of a
Hey, Peter, you ever heard of the origin of the sleepy Carradine?
Oh, right. Freddy got fingered. What else is there to say about it? Cinematic masterpiece, ripped, torn, schmorn is funny. I like the mother. I remember that she's the voice of fucking Lois's sister in Family Guy. And then, I'm sorry, Freddy got fingered.
And it's just like, I like that the whole title of the movie. Yeah, it doesn't come in until well over halfway through the movie when they're in the psychiatrist's office. He's a molester. He's a child molester.
I mean, this image.
Oh my God.
This image of Tom Green being milked.
Then we got that wonderful image where he throws a bust of a head through a window and jumps out.
But as we stated before, and we'll state again, no matter what, this movie's whole premise and the lesson it wanted you to take home is maybe the real artistic dreams were the cocks we sucked along the way.
Amen.
That's a beautiful way to sum up that film.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Really.
Goodbye, everybody.